2007, so it's 12 years and change. And you can see, I mean, look at how the high water mark on this, how much angel share has gone out of that barrel. So they've had their chunk. But this is Elijah Craig. It's really good Elijah Craig. I would like I said, for 140 proof, super smooth.
Look at the legs on that. That's
So this started out as our HH Reg mash bill, which is Heaven Hill Regular. It's most of what we make at the distillery. It's the 78% corn, 10% rye, 12% malted barley. When we make that mash bill, we don't decide if it's going to be Elijah Craig or Henry McKenna or even Evan Williams. We put it in the warehouse, one of our 58 warehouses, and let it mature. And as it matures, we keep track of it. And when it's ready, that's when we decide we're going to bottle it and what it's going to be.
So you don't know ahead of time. It's just how the whiskey develops, like in the barrel.
Exactly. The barrel head says Heaven Hill Bourbon. And we are very picky about the barrels that go into Elijah Craig. So even though it might be 8 years old, it has to be an 8-year-old Elijah Craig.
Yeah.
Because that's our premium flagship, and we want it to be that good every time. There's obviously plenty of barrel character on that, but it's not overwhelming even after 12 years.
No, that's incredibly smooth.
Yeah,
really.
And nice wood notes. You got good vanillas and good barrel spice type notes. Yeah. If it had been aged super high, I mean, you saw how low the barrel is. You could have lost a ton on that one, or you could have lost it all. There will occasionally be a barrel that we pull out off the top floor that's dead nuts empty. That's sad.
Awesome. I really wanted to bring down something that was pretty unique. It's our double barrel Bourbon County Stout. So this is a beer that spent 2 years in barrels. The first year in 11-year-old Elijah Craig barrels, and then the second year in 12-year-old Elijah Craig barrels.
This is going to be good.
So aged 2 years in really, really very cool barrels. So I think you get a lot of those, like you remember from the original Bourbon County Stout, you get that chocolate, that leather, those like tobacco notes. But here you get a lot more of the oak. I think the vanilla comes through a little bit more, a little bit more of that dried fruit character.
A ton of caramelized sugar on the back.
But it's more caramelized sugar than like caramel.
Yes,
from like the wheat wine, which was more butterscotch and caramel. With original Bourbon County, it's almost 15%. We had another 3% for this one because of the double barrel aging.
Oh, that's really delicious. I mean, that's like a really pretty expensive chocolate, like a really...
You get like toffee and raisin and caramel and like bittersweet chocolate, some dried fruits in there, some leather. It's a beautiful, beautiful beer.
Oh, yeah, that second year has really done great things. I've never tasted
it takes a long time to make Bourbon County Stout as it is, let alone like hold on to it for a second year, let alone get the barrels you guys have given us to like age it for a second year in those really prestige barrels. So,
well, you mentioned the 12-year-old barrels. We have here the Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. So this is a really teeny tiny batch made up of just 12-year-old barrels, a very small number of 12-year-old barrels. This is similar to the barrels that you would have used for the second barrel. These older age ones, it really brings up those red fruit flavors. Plenty of barrel character in there without it being overly woody. That's I don't care for whiskeys that have been in the barrel too long.
That's fair.
But the best of this is kind of the best of all worlds. It's got you can taste the whiskey in it, you can taste the barrel, you can taste that flavor chemistry that happens between the two.
We're really able to showcase that barrel expression. Not so much, I mean, we can add chocolate, we can add whatever to the beer.
But that's easy, right?
And it's easy, it's delicious. Don't get me wrong, but bourbon is all about the barrel, right? You would say
a lot about the barrel.
It's a lot about the barrel and that expression that comes through. And this is our way to like pay tribute to you, the bourbon maker, and showcase it in our beer.
I tell you what, tasting the whiskey and the beer back to back, any of the pairings, it's just you can really get the connection that way.
I don't think you notice it as much when you're just like drinking it, by itself.
You're
when
drinking
you drink it side by side. Like you really pick up the unique characteristics of the barrel, of the whiskey, of the bourbon, of the beer itself. It's a beautiful thing for sure.
It's really nice. to see our barrels reused like this, because again, we can only use them once, and to see you guys use them so well and so skillfully is great, you know, and to see how our whiskeys influence your beers and how one supports the other is you know, it's fascinating and it's delicious. Man, can't ask better than that, right?
Beautiful partnership, for sure. Cheers.
I'll drink to that.